Hello, Floss Tube. I am Shiloh, better known online as Karish Valendar, and welcome to Floss Tube number 13. Unlucky 13, maybe, but in my case, it just means we're moving on for another episode. I didn't get a lot of stitching done this week. I know a lot of other people have a lot of time on their hands with the quarantine and everything that's going on, but for me, that means my kids are home full time and I'm busy with that. So I have just a couple of whips to show you today, and then we'll move on to my stash, which I actually have quite a bit of. So first of all is my Disney Villains piece. And I have gotten Jafar all done. I've gotten the professor dude from Princess and the Frog. I don't know his name. And I went back and added some colors on Frollo, and I started this right here is the feather to Captain Hook's hat. So I got quite a bit done on that. I'm supposed to do 1,000 stitches on something that has something scary in it this week for magical stitches, and that's what I chose because a lot of the villains are kind of creepy. And then I just did a little bit on my map of Hawk Run Hollow, and pretty much I just did a little bit on this road here, just kind of extended that out. So not a whole lot new or exciting on that, but I'm getting there. All right, so stash, moving on to stash. I got quite a bit in the mail this week and the end of last week after I already recorded my video. But I got my Fabric of the Month Club from Color and Cotton. So I love this color. So this is Color and Cotton, and I am part of their Fabric of the Month Club. And I choose to do Cashel 28 count. And this one is called Celeste. And let me show it to you. It is beautiful. I love this color. And of course, it's not going to show up very well on camera, but this is like a very turquoise teal, very light blue modeling, and it's beautiful. If you are interested in joining, I will leave a link in the description. I believe they do have openings right now. Sometimes they don't have openings, but as of recording this, I checked right before, and they do have openings in their Fabric of the Month Club, as well as their Thread of the Month Club, which I'm signed up for also, but they ship at different times. So be looking for that one in an upcoming video. I don't have plans for this one yet. It's kind of a better view of it. But I'm sure I'll find something. I am also, there are a couple of things that you can sign up for. You can do neutral colors, bold colors, or all colors, which you get a mixture of the two. I do all colors because I can find uses for any fabric. And speaking of fabric, I ordered some fabrics for some of my seasonal sayings. First up is this one, which is a 14 count meditation by Picture This Plus, and this is not going to show up at all on camera. I have a feeling. Get back way back here maybe, so you can kind of see the texture, the modeling. But this is a very, very light purple with some flecks of pink in it. This I'm actually going to use for the April showers seasonal saying, which I won't start now. I'm going to wait till next month maybe to start. I want to get my Winter Wonderland finished and then this other one finished before I start that, which will be stitched on. It's called Stretch Your Legs. It's kind of an Easter theme. And this is what I'm going to stitch it on. This is Confetti by Fabric Flare, also 14 count. You can see this is actually printed onto the Ada. And this, like I said, is going to be for the Stretch Your Legs, which is an Eastery, springy feel. And I thought, and I was having a hard time figuring out what color I wanted for that. And I think this is good because it's an antique white background. So the white rabbit that's in the pattern, I think will show up okay against this. Crossing my fingers on that. Speaking of the seasonal sayings, some of them have these buttons on them. These, I guess we're calling them notions. I don't know. Anyway, so I went to buy the button packs from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, but they were out of stock on a lot of them. But they do tell you which buttons they use, which is from Just Another Button Company. And so this is for these are the buttons that you need for, oh, don't focus on me. Focus on the buttons. There we go. For, oh, stop it. Not my face. Stretch your legs. You got a little chicken, you got a little egg, you got a little flower, and these are adorable. You can see how small they are. They're tiny. And I have tiny fingernails too, so there's that. And then I also ordered the ones I needed for Winter Wonderland, which are those, I'm going to duck out of frame here, which are those, the snowflakes and that latte coffee thing. And then these cookies are for Christmas goodies, which I've already done, but I used the cookies I had for my mom's that I did for her, so I don't have buttons on mine. So I'm gonna put those on. Also, I got some thread. This is my first specialty thread that I've gotten, and I'm kind of excited about it. These, again, are for my seasonal sayings. I think these are all for the Stretch Your Legs one. So first up, they're both from Classic Colorworks, and this is Shrimp Cocktail, and it's this light pink with a slight variegation in it, and it's really hard to tell. And then I picked up also from Classic Colorworks Key Largo. You can kind of see that it's like blue with some variegations of green in it. I don't know how to show these off very well. So I'm excited to use these. It says it's not color fast, which means, because I usually wash my pieces and then iron them, so I don't know if I need to go ahead and do all that and then put these in, or maybe just forego washing them this time. I don't know. I gotta think about that. All right, and one last stashy thing. I ordered off Amazon some of these little bags. These are vinyl mesh bags, and I'm using them as project bags, and they come in a ton of sizes. And I ordered this variety pack, which I think you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get 21 of them, and there's 7 different sizes. So you have these smaller sizes that I may not be able to use for cross-stitching projects, and they're all color-coded by the size, which is nice. I may not be able to use these for projects, but like this little blue one I'm using to keep my buttons and any accessories that I'm going to put onto my cross stitching. So that's kind of nice. I can also put like some scissors and extra needles in there, and I can just carry this with all of my projects. So I think that's what I'm going to do with that one. And then you have like the bigger ones, which may not be able to fit hoops into, but you know, they might come in handy, who knows. I wanted to order the variety pack mainly because I wasn't sure what size I wanted, and I do plan on making some project bags of my own with the vinyl front and fabric, but I wanted to see what size I liked best and kind of see how I liked using project bags before I kind of went on that endeavor. So these last 2 sizes are probably the ones I'm going to use the most. I have this one, which I don't know what size it is, but which, as you can see, I do have a piece in I think that's a 8-inch hoop, maybe? Oh, it doesn't say. And then I have this big one for like my really big hoops and projects. So I think those are going to come in handy, and they're, you know, mesh, but oh, of course I zipped it closed. They're solid, so they're solid. so it's waterproof. I don't have to worry about stuff getting on my projects now. So yeah, and if I do kit up things like when I do start on my Easter seasonal seine, I can go ahead and put this thread in there. I tend not to put all my threads in with the projects. I just have a little thread box that I put all of my projects threads into, because since I jump around from project to project so much, that's just easier, especially so I don't have to buy like 3 skeins of the same color that are used in 3 different projects. That's just how I do it. I know other people do it differently. This is what works for me. You just got to find out what works for you. So that is going to be it for me today. I know I've been doing a lot of really short videos lately, which is okay. Maybe you need a bite size. I know a lot of other people do longer videos, but it's just me, and I don't do a whole lot of stitching apparently. Or I do, but it's only on like one project, so I just have one thing to show you. But I will leave a links down in the description where you can get those vinyl bags if you're interested in those. Like I said, I ordered those off Amazon, so I'll leave a link for that. I'll leave a link to the button company that I got those cute little buttons from, and I'll also leave a link to the Color and Cotton monthly club page, so you can go and check that out. You can order all different kinds of like fabric counts and fabric styles. Maybe you're more interested in linen, maybe you're more interested in Aida. They have all different kinds of options for that. Like I said, I signed up for, let's see what I signed up for the 28 count Cassia linen, because I really enjoyed working on that when I used it for one of my Christmas pieces. So that's what I wanted to get, so I could get more used to stitching on that. And I feel like the colors dye a lot better on that count, at least from what I understand. But yeah, so all those links will be down in the description for you if you want to go check that out. I'm not sponsored by any of them, but hey, if you want to sponsor me, call me. Yeah, so everything will be in the description. I hope you guys are having a good time. Oh, one more thing that I completely forgot. If you follow me over on Instagram, link it down in the description below, I put out 2 free patterns for the hashtag #BeWellAndStitch. I don't know who started it. I really didn't look into it that much, but it's a lot of designers are kind of coming together during these uncertain times and putting out free patterns based on the hashtag #BeWellAndStitch. So I did a couple of them. Of course, I had to put my own little geeky, nerdy spin on them. They're both featured Dr. Mario, and one of them just says "Be well," and the other one says "Wash your hands." So you can check those out over on my Instagram. Free patterns. I personally have not stitched them up yet, but I know I did see someone did do the Be Well one, so I might have to go ahead and stitch those up maybe this week or something, just so I can say that I made them too. But yeah, go check out the hashtag #BeWellAndStitch over on Instagram. There's a bunch of free patterns, a bunch of people sharing their completion of those free patterns, and it's just really cool and it's really inspiring just to see how cross stitchers from all across the globe are kind of coming together and just sharing in something that we can do while social distancing. So it's really neat. Go check that out. Again, all the links and everything that you will need to know are down in the description below. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!